that actually slaps. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another vlog. I hope you're having a great day. Happy Monday, although this Monday has been exhausting so far. I don't know why, but my body just feels so fatigued. We did just come back from our Toronto trip yesterday evening. If you have not watched those vlogs, go watch them. So I guess today we're just gonna try and have a productive day. Pop open a little energy drink. Let me show you the condition of our house right now. Well, first we have this Poppy's here, who's so sleepy. 4 bags of groceries that I need to unload. Here's our living room. A bunch of shirts that were drying from before we left. My pants are on the couch and our luggage, and my airplane bag, Bill's airplane bag. And here's all of Sean's stuff, Timbit's stuff, because he stayed with our friends while we were gone, which was so sweet that they always take care of him. Pretty sure he likes his Polish pommes more than he likes me and Bill's. I have laundry to do, and then we're gonna cook. Okay, I just cleaned up the fridge a bit. I wiped everything down, threw out some of the stuff that was getting old. I have our beverages up here. I usually get them from Costco, and that's when I spend like $500 at Costco. So that's why I'm not really allowed to go to Costco that often, because it gets a little out of hand. I thought I would show you guys a little grocery shopping haul. Here's all the stuff that I got today. Carbo nut bread, my grandpa eats this one. These ones I'm really excited about. These high protein wraps. This one is just egg whites. And then I also found these other high protein tortilla wraps. Veggies and fruits. Got some mini cucumbers. I got some little puny carrots. And then some sweet potatoes, 2 apples, and some green onions. 2 packs of chicken thighs, 2 pieces of chicken breast because I want to make a healthier version of butter chicken for our dinner. And then I got some ground turkey. I wanted some breakfast sausage patties, but I didn't have any at the grocery store, so I'm just gonna make my own. Also, a pack of ground beef for me and Bill to share for our lunch this week. Some plain Greek yogurt because it has a lot of protein in it, and I'm gonna put this into a butter chicken instead of using heavy cream, which is not that healthy. Okay. I thought we could make the little breakfast sausage patties together. I've never made these before. I'm just kind of winging it. Ground turkey into the bowl here. Okay, we're off to a great start. Oh no, the turkey's on the floor. Oh, there's raw meat on the floor. Why? But anyways, my ground turkey. And I'm just gonna put some salt in, pepper. And this is just kind of when you can do whatever you want. Put whatever seasonings you fancy. So I'm doing some paprika, garlic powder, and some Italian herbs. I'm also gonna add in some maple syrup. Just adding in a little maple syrup because I want these to be like the maple syrup breakfast sausage patties. Give this a good mix. Sure, there's a bit of seasoning in every bite. This is where you can fry up a little piece and then taste for the seasoning and see if you like it. Pull off a little piece and then just cook this in the pan. While I wait for my pan to warm up, I'm just gonna make my eggs. I'll probably just scramble them. As much as I don't like scrambled eggs, if it's in a sandwich, then it's fine. But if I'm eating literally just scrambled eggs by itself, the texture is just horrendous. I feel like it's so mushy. And then sometimes if I don't cook the eggs very well, then it becomes rubbery and water starts oozing out. And I'm also gonna add in half a cup of egg whites for some extra protein. And just whisk it up. I'm gonna cook my eggs now. Here's my little sausage patty. I could definitely use some more salt. I formed them into cute little patties and I'm just gonna fry them up now. I gotta be quick because my camera's about to die, but I have my whole kind of assembly line here. I also made a sauce that's made with Greek yogurt, sriracha, and ketchup to kind of mimic a spicy mayo sauce that I feel would go with this egg white wrap here. And then I'm just gonna put some sauce on it. Slice of cheese, breakfast patty, not fitting at all. This is a horrible demonstration. You know what, this will just be some kind of breakfast taco. My camera died, but this is what it looks like. So it's kind of like a little taco, but since I'm gonna be eating these at home, then it's fine because I can just microwave it and eat it as is. But if you're meal prepping this and you're eating on the go, it probably would be a lot better to have it wrapped up like a burrito. Breakfast for the week is meal prepped. I just threw my little burrito onto the pan. Now the top's crispy and I'm just eating some strawberries. And I'm eating this right now because I'm so hungry. Okay. That actually slapped. I roughly calculated how many grams of protein in here. About 30 to 35 grams of protein in here, you guys. Good morning, or good evening. We may or may not have just taken a nap, and it is 6:45 in the evening now. About to pour myself some pink lemonade in my cute little cup. Okay, I'm gonna start prepping dinner. we're gonna be making this from Tiffy Cook's recipe. Super easy 20-minute soy glazed chicken. And then I'm just gonna cut up some cucumbers and we're gonna eat that with some Korean purple rice that I made. Okay, I'm gonna make the sauce now in my little ceramic bowl that Bill's makes fun of. 2 tablespoons of honey. That seems like quite a bit. And then 2.5 tablespoons of soy sauce. 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce. And then 1/2 tablespoon of Chinese 5 spice powder. Why did I choose such a small bowl? I also just added in the minced garlic, which I forgot at the beginning. And I'm gonna put this to the side now. I have all of my tit here. Season both sides with salt and pepper. I'm making quite a bit of chicken because any leftovers, Bills can just take for lunch to work. Every piece of chicken and just a thin layer of cornstarch. I have my chicken all coated. My pan is nice and hot with some oil. And I'm just gonna start frying these baby up. I'm probably gonna have to do a few batches, so that's why I have this plate here. So once the chicken is almost fully cooked, I'm just gonna transfer onto here. I added in some green onion and then I'm just pouring the sauce in. I'm also gonna put in a little bit of water. I feel like it could use some water. These are all up. And we're gonna add in all the chicken. A bunch of green onion that I'm gonna sprinkle on. And I think that's it. Dinner's ready. Dinner is served! This is the purple rice I was talking about, and I just have some raw cucumbers. I genuinely like eating cucumbers just raw. I made it once for my aunt. She didn't like raw cucumbers. And good news, Bills is on the way to selling his bike. His first baby. I sold my first baby, and now he's going to sell his first baby. Hashtag adult life. That's pretty yummy! I will say though, the cornstarch adds a layer that's almost mushy. Next time I'd probably do without the cornstarch. But besides that, the flavor is super yummy. Good morning, happy Tuesday. I woke up at 7:45, I think, and then snoozed for a bit. We were supposed to go to the gym. I set my alarm for 5:45, it went off, and I turned that shit off and went back to sleep. But right now, I am doing a little bit more meal prepping. I'm going to make that sweet potato, ground beef, avocado, cottage cheese, shenanigans, and then I'm also gonna make Bill's his Korean beef bowls. But first, I'm just going to cut up some lemons because I love having lemon water. I think it's just so refreshing, especially during the summers. I'll fill up my little cup with some ice water and then squeeze in some fresh lemons. It's so good. And then I just put them in a little container here so that I have it all prepped, and when I want some iced lemon water, I just grab a slice, because if I just have lemons in the fridge, I am most likely not going to use them. I only gravitate towards them when it's sliced because I'm lazy. Now I'm going to do the sweet potato, and I used to peel my sweet potatoes, but now I realize that they just have so much fiber in it, so it's best to keep the skin on. And I'm just gonna cut these into little cute bites just so that it cooks a little quicker. My sweet potatoes, I'm just gonna spray it with some avocado oil. And then I'm just using it really simply with salt and some pepper. Also a little cinnamon, because I feel like cinnamon goes so well with sweet potato. Just gonna give that a quick little massage to make sure everything's coated. But this is gonna go to the oven until it's roasted. I don't know how long that is, I just kind of eyeball everything. I'm going to make the pickled carrots now. I thought about thinly slicing it, but I realized I had a Madeleine. So I think I'm going to try that, but not gonna lie, I'm very scared of Madeleines because you could easily cut yourself, and there's so many people who have injured themselves. I also decided to pickle some red onions. So I put my carrot and red onions in some mason jars. And now I'm going to make the pickle itself, the pickle brine, whatever it's called. I don't really have a recipe, but I feel like the ratio is 1 to 1 to 1 of water, sugar, and vinegar. But then that also seems like a lot of sugar, so maybe I'll do half the amount of sugar. 1/2 cup of sugar, 1 cup of vinegar. That seems like a lot. I don't really know what I'm doing. And then 1 cup of water. I also got this pickling spice thing. I'm just gonna throw a little bit in here. And of course, we need some salt. I'm gonna let this boil or warm up until the sugar melts. Yeah, I think. Here are my pickled veggies with the liquid inside. I'm just gonna pop the lid on, and then it's just gonna sit in the fridge. I think these last in the fridge for like a week or 2. Cooking my ground beef now, and I'm gonna add in this little maple chipotle seasoning, which has chipotle powder, smoked paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, cumin, coriander, sea salt, maple sugar, and dried mustard. My beef is cooked and I portioned it out. Now I'm going to do Bill's Korean Asian style thingy-majiggy. In here, I just mixed in about a tablespoon each of soy sauce, gochujang, oyster sauce, hoisin sauce, oyster sauce, did I say that already? I don't know. Rice wine vinegar, and mirin. Made like this really yummy glaze. So I'm gonna cook the beef, and once it's halfway done cooking, I'm gonna add this in. this is basically all done and ready to go. I just have to drizzle on some of this hot honey and then put on some avocado when I'm ready to eat. I'm just not gonna do that now because I don't want my avocado to turn brown. But this was super easy to make. I mean, I don't know how I feel about this cottage cheese. It looks kind of gross. I know I already meal prepped breakfast yesterday, but I'm really craving toast. So I used that high protein bread that I have. I toasted it up. This one has peanut butter jam. And then this one, I'm doing the cottage cheese with a little bit of hot honey that I'm just gonna drizzle on. This is the sea salt that I'm using. I've seen a lot of bakeries use this one to sprinkle on top of their chocolate chip cookies. So I'm just gonna do a little sprinkle of that. And I've seen this all over Instagram and TikTok. It's super easy to make and it's high protein. Back to filming on my phone because my camera ran out of space. And I'm filming. Why is my voice so raspy? I have Bill's breakfast and my breakfast. My cottage cheese hot honey toast, peanut butter jelly toast, jam packed with protein. So just gonna eat my breakfast and then I gotta go drop Timbit off, go to my aunt's, and then piano lessons. I started taking piano lessons because I've always wanted to learn piano, so I'm so excited and happy. And then I guess I'll just see you guys at dinner. I think I'm gonna be making butter chicken for dinner. Butter chicken. That's a little healthier and more high protein. Here is Bill's other meal prep, which is the Korean ground beef, and then there's rice underneath. And here he can just put his veggies in, his pickled veggies, the carrots, onions, and then I'm also gonna cut up some cucumbers. But this is such a quick and easy meal prep. It's probably a month later. No idea what happened to the butter chicken footage. So I guess that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Bye!